Spectacle and grandeur, the biggest show in town right now is right here, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Dallas Cowboys and the Las Vegas Raiders. Ready to get us started, and we're off and running in Las Vegas. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Now the first run of the game for Williams. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. An aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Dak off the play fake. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brown test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for Dallas. 1st down.
1st down, Dallas.
Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're set backwards on 1st down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Connects on the crosser. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's 1st and 10 at the 28. 1st down, here's Dak. That's him on the quick hitter. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. A handoff for Williams, running left. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys finish up an excellent opening series. Williams, the touchdown. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Raiders nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Amir White on the return. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Smith start with a throw here. It's a screen play to Genty. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
From the gun, Smith. Flushed out of the pocket. Out left, and Lockett makes the grab. And he's going to get a few here, brought down at the 33-yard line.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. Down a score and taking a big risk on their own side here. They're lining up to try for this. Fourth down, Smith. Headed out right. He's going to run for it. He's got it. That's going to be a first and more. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the huge conversion gets them a new set of downs.
And the Las Vegas first down.
That big fourth down call is how we close out our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They've got a first to begin the frame. And off to Genty. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Another give here to Genty. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
And that is a touchdown! The Raiders finish off their opening drive. Brock Bowers, the touchdown! Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. It will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Here's Williams to start the drive. Give him a couple on that carry. 2nd down coming up.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
A loss of a yard on the play.
And we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from Allegiant Stadium coming up. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Air it out on 3rd. He's got it. Complete to Pickens. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10.
They pick the hands off. Now Prescott. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. So it'll be 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
2nd down. Here's Prescott again. He finds Pickens left side. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to move in the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and goal, Dallas.
First and goal. Here's Williams. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground. Now he is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. Still set up at the 9. It's second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another for Williams. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Good, 5 yards on the run. Now they're going to have third and goal at the 4.
A gain of 5 yards brings up third and goal.
Williams. And no, this isn't going to do it. Stopped at the line, and they're going to remain a couple yards away here now on fourth and goal. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before the half. And a completion not in the cards on that fourth and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none. Who knows when the deciding moment will come. We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. Shotgun snap to Smith. Completed to his running back. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
This is Genty on second. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing fourth down coming up.
Incomplete.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
One way or the other, that was going to be a decisive play to break this tie. They thought that they could pick it up, no question about it, and build some momentum down the field. But how about a shout-out to that defense, now setting their offense up in great position.
Williams now on first and 10. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
On second down, it's Williams again. Only can get his yard here, bro. It's going to be third down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Prescott now to throw on third down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jamal Adams with the INT. And the Raiders get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Wow, this has been a great game so far, Brock. A hard-fought first half, but they're really offering an edge to their opponent here by throwing a pick on their opening drive.
And now we'll get to see if they can capitalize that and pull ahead. They've already got the ball once this half. You know that they're loose. And now they get it back just one snap later.
And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
They touch him down at the spot as we wait to hear about this flag on the field. You know this better than most, Brock. Screens normally leave some rushers to come free, but still, it's not often you get roughing the passer on one.
No, it isn't, but I think of Tom Brady. To me, not only the greatest QB sneaker in the game, but he was one of the great screen masters, too. He understood how to sell a screen, draw those defenders to him.
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that drives him in the wrong motion, partner, ahead of their second down.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Bails out of the pocket quick. This is Cox, that's Bowers working downfield. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Genty on the draw. As a hurdle, he's met up high, and the ball comes out. And the Cowboys scoop it up. Now, no return after that recovery. They do get the fumble, but they're going to have it deep on their own side.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a kill.
These drives quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. But the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. We're tied at 7 apiece as we get ready for the fourth. They break the huddle. It's second down now.
Yeah, here we go.
Dak now from the gun. Throwing for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up third down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
That's caught. He found some space. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop the hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he's going to gain about 3 yards as they bring him down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They stay on the ground with Williams. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw it. Short pass brought in. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Downs first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Cowboys with a little more work to do to win it here. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. They go with Williams on a counter. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. He'll look to throw it. Has it downfield working the left. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. The timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. You've got first down here from the 36.
A gain of 12. First down, Cowboys.
Up the gun they go with Williams. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this first and goal. Going left side, Williams with it. There's so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Yeah, here we go. Like that. All right, hey.
Back to throw. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! And the Raiders will gain possession up beyond their own 20 after a nice return.
Yeah, I totally get it. You pass it here because that's what's comfortable. Largely, it's what you did to get down inside the red zone, but so often what works in theory doesn't work in practice, and it can lead to some pretty nasty results.
And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a step.
That's complete inside the 35. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
And the Raider first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Setting up to pass. Buying some time right. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Try getting that one to Brock Bowers. And that'll bring up second down. So here's Daniel Carlson with the game in the balance. It's from the right hash, 46 yards.
The score remains tied.
That's going to do it for regulation. So some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
And hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. First throw of overtime. Brought in by his back here. It's Shenty. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Giving this to Genty. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Lasers this one deep down the middle. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Kind of a curious call there, Kate, because the passing game, it's not worked real well for them in regulation, and that operation, that wasn't good enough either.
Throwing on third, Smith. It's complete. This is Bowers. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's first down. From the red zone on first. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take the lead in this game. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all, at this point, expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time, and this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Now it's his turn in overtime. Finds a seam down the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They got 21 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down. And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Buying some time left. Now here he goes. And Prescott finds him a first as he slides down to end the run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Raiders get the football just short of their 20 after the interception and return. The Black Hole can take that party over to the Vegas Strip as the Raiders win at home. And it's going to be remembered quite a bit for the defense.